What is up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to day number 7 of the live stream series 0 to 100K. If you haven't watched from the beginning yet, make sure you go check out the playlist. I have all the videos in order there from day 1 all the way to where we're at now. And today we're actually going to be going over some retargeting methods with Facebook and custom audiences. Um, because we aren't fully profitable right now, but we do have some specific ad sets that are doing well. I've realized that the main thing that has been holding us back so far is we've been trying to move too fast with the Facebook ads. Most successful people, including the agency I'm partnered with Facebook ads, they like to move slow. $5 a day budgets, and we start with $20 a day, which can lead to some profitable days, but an overall not very profitable ROAS. Like you guys saw, some days we had a 17 ROAS, some days we had a 2 ROAS, and some of them are just not even profitable at all. So honestly, there's so many variables and so many dependents. I've been testing a few different things. Really, just those two main products are the ones we're working with right now, and we will continue to work on more products over time. I just don't feel like that's something sustainable that I should be, live streaming the product research and adding them every single day, step by step. It's very repeatable. You guys could figure it out from the first or second video wherever we did product research. I think that was the first video. So let's go ahead and make sure everything's good so far before we get started. Let me know in the chat if we are good to go. What's up, everybody? Notifications. Awesome, awesome. What's up, Joe, Jay, Vlad, Khalif? What's up, Hagen? Hope you're doing well. How do you decrease shipping times from AliExpress? Honestly, there's not really anything you could do. Think about it. It's all the way in China from one product. That's already something that's very crazy. Being able to think that, look, I could have this little pin shipped all the way from China to the United States. Just this one little item. Most things from China come in bulk for most retail stores. There's not a way to really advance that. Just stick with ePacket, 12 to 20 days. What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing well. All right, let's not waste any time here. We'll just go ahead and get into it, making some custom audiences and everything like that. And plus, I'm going to be going over our past results and showing you guys exactly what we've been doing, why we're not making money, why we are making money. Oh, the PPE ads. Yeah, we'll go over that stuff. So let's go ahead and share my screen. All right, perfect. So right here, look at this. This is terrible. 2,381 store visits and 7 sales. That conversion rate is like the worst conversion rate I've ever seen. Not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not good at all. And the reasoning for that is because of the PPE ad. So if you don't know what that is, basically what I did, I'd set up 2 campaigns a day or 2 days ago, actually, basically promoting engagement to the specific post, which was the ad. And we're getting a lot of views to that specific ad, a lot of link clicks, but we're not actually targeting people for conversions. So I sort of proved that myth. I mean, honestly, it's personal opinion. What works for you, you do whatever you want. But for me, conversions always from the start always does best for me. We ran PPE, made no sales off of them after spending, $200, I believe. And then also, we're just getting so much random traffic that is unfiltered that we don't really want. Do you fulfill the orders yourself? Yeah, from the start. If it's something I have a little bit of time to do, if it's not super time consuming, a ton of them. I actually have had some people reach out to me that were watching the live stream series to fulfill the orders for me. I'm actually probably going to go through with that because I don't have time to do it. I want to get you guys involved as much as possible to show you guys every single thing along the way, and eventually get this store profitable a few thousand a day, and then sell it or not sell it, give it away to one of you guys. It's clearly not that lucrative. It's been a week now, and a lot of you guys are enjoying this series. You've seen we're making some money. We're basically in a learning process right now because I'm not going through every single exact specific strategy that we go through in the course because I want to keep this somewhat basic. No business is going to make you tons of money, all the time. You have to start from somewhere. You can't just start from the beginning making tons of money. That's why I'm going with this. I'm not using every single thing I know for this series. I'm using the basic stuff that I think you guys should understand, the fundamentals, in order to actually start making some money. Yeah, yesterday the Luke's reviews, I had to turn those off because there's so many of them that were bad. But make sure you guys leave a like if you haven't already. All right, 102 people. Leave a like. Leave a like. We're gonna be setting up some specific audiences real quick. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna be setting up a retargeting campaign. We're not doing all the scaling stuff. We're gonna be doing this both for the sleep aid thing and the dog harness. So first thing we're gonna do is create a 180 days website visitors audience, and these take a little bit to populate. So let's go ahead and go to audiences. Okay, we don't have any audiences right now. So what we're gonna do is create a custom audience, website traffic. And we're gonna do, this is our pixel. We selected this pixel for that specific ad set, and we're doing all website visitors in the past 180 days. I know the store hasn't even been up for like 10 days, but we want to have this audience continue to populate over time. As it gets to 180 days, then we'll have the traffic all populated on the specific audience for our 180 days website visitors. So we're gonna go ahead and do is anything trend full website 180. Okay, create that audience. It's going to take a little bit to populate, so I have something else we're going to do. As you can see right here, populating. It'll take a few minutes to populate all the website visitors from our store. And the next thing I wanted to do was start to create our page view retargeting campaign. So basically the same exact thing with website visitors, but we're going to be going down not just 180 days, but into 14, 7, 3, and 1. So basically what we're going to be doing here, it's very basic with the audiences. Our pixel is, it's at a decent point where we have some traffic, we have sales, about $2,000 in sales so far. So we're able to really utilize that audience. We're just setting up some retargeting campaigns today, and we'll see what happens from there. And I'll also have set up some new campaigns on the ads manager at $5 a day to see how they perform. Because we do have a larger margin, $20 average for the products we're testing. But I wanted to test with a $5 a day budget just to see, because I always do 20, and it seems that it wasn't doing that well with $20 a day. Just some were doing. There was either a ROAS super high or a ROAS super low. So it was a hit or miss. Do you like the Ferrari 458? Yes, sir. Have you talked about SEO in any of your live streams yet? No, SEO is somewhat difficult with dropshipping and e-commerce just because there's most of the time the competition's not like actual competition with sales, but like the names of certain products. If I'm selling an iPhone, if I make a store selling iPhones, it's going to be hard to type in iPhone and my store comes up at the top because there's just so many other big competitors within this. Yeah, so the thing with this live stream, there's a few factors that are a little bit, I wouldn't say messing up the structure and how the store is doing. There is a lot of unfiltered traffic from this live stream series. There is a lot of data that is trash that we can't really utilize that could not really help us in any point. And also, I've seen a lot of people from the live stream series already just copying the store exactly, same exact ad, same exact everything. Some of them are making money. It's whatever. Make sure you guys leave a like if you haven't already. 129 people, leave a like. This is just the first process of the scaling. I don't know if I should call it scaling series. We have a lot of things to set up. I just wanted this to be the basics first off. So we need to create a few other audiences. The reason why I did this one first, anything trend full website 180-day visitors, we're going to create lookalikes off of that later on, probably in the next video. But for today, we're just going to be setting up the retargeting. Let's do the same thing. Like I said, next, we're going to be doing 14 days, all website visitors. And what you can do is change this to, view content, initiate checkout. We're probably going to do page view for this. So full page view retarget. Let's start with 180 days and we'll go down to 14. Let me create a little thing that I could use. Anything trend. $180. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, highlight this and use this as the name basically for each of the audiences for our retargeting, so we know what exactly we're looking at. Okay, let's do the next one for 14 days. So really this is just a rinse and repeat process for creating the audiences. It's pretty simple. Not much to it. It's really just learning that, the more you do it, the more ads you manage, then the better you get. That's sort of how my buddies in the course, Noah and Dennis, they have a seven figure, seven figure marketing agency for Facebook ads. They helped me. They've helped a lot of my friends. Even some of you guys that follow me, I've sent you to them to help with your Facebook ads because they really know what they're doing. I never consider myself a guru or professional in anything. I feel like there's always so much room to learn and grow that I can never consider myself someone that knows all the knowledge. I would never consider myself a Shopify guru, a drop shipping master, anything like that. Now we're going to go down to 7, so 1 week. Guys, make sure you leave a like if you haven't already. Do it. Okay, page view retarget 7. Now we're going to go to 3 and then 1. Then we'll be good to go. And you don't have to make all of these if you don't want to. You can just do the 180 days, 3 days, and 1 day. This is just sort of what I do. Okay, one more. For 1 day. Okay, now we're done with these audiences, and these audiences need to populate. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go over a slideshow that I actually created with Noah and Dennis. It's on a separate YouTube video, but not that many people watch it, but the information is very helpful. Just some stuff we're going to talk about when it comes to scaling with Facebook ads. Not just retargeting, but lookalikes and everything like that. But we created this slideshow and we talked about it. Noah talked a lot more into depth on each and specific thing. But I'm going to be going over and sort of giving you guys a summary of exactly what we talked about and what kind of information we're providing with you that could help you get to where you want to be when scaling your ads. So these are populating right now. So we'll go over here and we'll go over and look at the slideshow and see what we're going to talk about with the scaling. Okay, so a lot of people think in order to make a lot of money with Facebook ads, start scaling, making thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, even just a solid $100 a day that's profitable. Anything that's profitable is good, whether it's $100 or $1,000. Either way, if you're making 1,000 or 10,000, it's unprofitable, then it's not really worth it. We're at a point right now where we have some of it that's profitable, some of it that's not profitable, and we're narrowing it down to what is profitable and then scaling from there. So it's all a process. A lot of you guys think it's just quick money. You'll figure it out in a day and make $100,000. You guys probably thought this $100,000 series would be super quick, but no. I'm taking my time with it, giving a learning process. I can't do everything perfect every single time. There's always going to be some kind of trial and error, and that's what it's about with dropshipping. That's why I'm here to show you guys that. No, a lot of you guys think I'm just like the perfect, I know every single thing in the world, but nope. I have one specific skill set that I have to, variate throughout different businesses. So the thing here we're talking about is that you need a ton of money in order to scale, making a bunch of money. You don't really need to, Noah talks about $5 a day ad sets. I like to do 20. Some people do 100. And people think, if I have $5 a day ad set and it's profitable, if I want to make, 20 times that money, then I need to do $100 a day per ad set. But the truth is, honestly, that won't really mess it up, or it won't really do as well as you think it would. It won't perform exactly the same because you're basically shocking the pixel when it's going from $5 to $100 a day. I was told, if you want to increase your budgets, go by 20% a day, and that'll keep it basically the same. Because once you go from $5 to $100 a day, then the pixel has to sort of reorganize where it's at and figure out what it needs to optimize for, to spend that entire budget. The next thing we're going to talk about is the more you spend, when you spend more, your cost per purchase goes down. But honestly, we're spending a lot of money. Our cost per purchase, a lot of people get a cost per purchase that's super crazy. 10-cent cost per purchase on a $20 product, and they go crazy. They think it's going to last forever, but after a day it turns into a $5 cost per purchase. So everything is good from the start, most likely. Not everything, but some stuff is well from the start, but it doesn't continue that specific cycle that will make them a ton of money with a 200 ROAS. Most stuff, if it settles around a 3 to 5 ROAS for a dropshipping e-commerce product ad, then that is very well. You're going to be making some money, and you could scale that up. Maintaining the number is really what it's all about. There's a few other things in here we could talk about. Another thing is a lot of ad sets to scale. So like I said, I like to do 10 ad sets per campaign, but Noah only does 1 ad set per campaign per day, and he has separate campaigns, for each product and specific audiences that he has, but 1 ad set per day at $5 a day. So the stuff they do is slow, but it does the job. I wish I had Noah still here. Well, I'm not in North Carolina anymore, but when he was here, we should have done this series because he would have been able to teach you guys a lot more because he runs my ads when I need to. This is the first time I'm sort of going on my own and figuring it all out by myself because, I've set up stores, I've done ads, all that stuff. But when it comes to the actual rinse and repeat process, it's something that you really just have to do multiple times in order to understand exactly what you need to do. So let me check the chat real quick. Let's make sure the stream's all right. 132 people watching. Make sure you like if you haven't already. How many days should I keep my $5 ads? Noah said that after 3 days, if you spent $15 and it's unprofitable, then this to turn off that specific ad set. Yeah, if I got Noah to come in here and show you guys how to set up the ads. Yeah, everything's harder than it looks. Any business. If I made a business where I was, creating speakers. Let's say I make a speaker company. And I make millions of dollars, people will think, oh, wow, that's easy. You're just making speakers. But they don't really think about what comes down to it after I've spent, 5 years trying to make the perfect speaker, and then I finally made it and it did well and people liked it. There's a lot of factors that go into every single business when it comes to making a lot of money. There's just so much that goes into it. It's not as simple as it seems. What do you think of personal influencers for advertising? So personal influencers, they could do well. I actually have a friend, Patrick Diaz. I have a picture with him on Instagram. He's from Switzerland, and he uses only personal influencers on Instagram. No Facebook ads. Well, he does sometimes with Noah, but most of his stuff is just through personal influencers on Instagram. And it's crazy the ROAS you can have on that because there's nothing they can specifically track except for the ads of where you're coming from. Like you pay $1,000 to be on a story, and then you make 20,000 back. Like this stuff is crazy. Personal influencers can do a lot. It's just a lot more upfront cost. That's why a lot of people don't use personal influencers, especially from the start, because compared to a themed influencer, they're going to cost you like at least 10 times more for a decent influencer that has a pretty sustainable brand. And sometimes they don't even want to work with dropshipping stores just because of what exactly they are, and they're coming from China, and they only want to have in-house stores that'll ship out fast. They don't want to promote bad stuff to their audience. So these are still populating. I'm not sure how much longer that's going to take to populate. We should be able to go ahead and at least just start so I can show you guys what we'll be doing, because it's very, very simple. We're going to be creating the same exact thing, except for when it comes to the audience, we're going to be using a custom audience. Let me show you guys real quick. Conversions, retargeting, purchase, dog harness, $25 break even. Well, actually, these are for all the products. This is not two specifics. I don't know what I was thinking right there. So what we'd be doing is creating specific ad sets to those specific audiences that we have here with the same exact ads. We're going to be doing 180 days page view, 14, 7, 3, and 1. Optimizing for purchases, but instead of like locations and all that stuff, we're just strictly going to custom audiences and then going to, page view retarget from 180 down to 1, like I told you guys before. So really, all this stuff still has to populate before it'll show us and create everything. So we have to wait for those to populate. But basically, you're doing the exact same thing. You're not putting in interest or doing any of this because we're literally just targeting people that were on our website. We're not doing anything specific with keywords or anything like that. We have our audiences, and then it's set. You place the ad. And as far as the budgets go for these, I'm probably going to be setting them up at $5 a day, or actually, no, we'll do $10 a day. Because when retargeting, you don't want to spend a lot of extra money because it takes a little bit of time to actually make some money with retargeting ads, dependent on how good your traffic is. I know I have a lot of random traffic visits, so I'll be retargeting all you guys that have been on the website. So far, no profit, at a loss apparently. Basically, we're at a break-even point. I've spent about $1,500 on ads, and we're not even at 2K yet. So product costs, we're basically breaking even, and that's not bad necessarily. I would say not all my stores are profitable right off the bat unless it's a banger product. Scaling products um, is a lot easier on Instagram if it's a good product. When it comes to Facebook ads, it takes a little bit more time to get into depth on each and every specific thing. The other thing that is hurting us right now is the post engagement gave us a lot of bad traffic both today and yesterday, a lot of traffic with not many sales. But as far as everything else is going, today has all been, well, that's for the month. Today has been orders, the harness and the sleeping thing. So those are the ones doing well. So that's what we're going to be working on the most. And we'll continue to do product research. Like I can set up 20 products today and have them all testing. But the thing is, that'll up our spend by so much that'll make our store unprofitable if the stores aren't good. So that's why I want to stick with these 2 products for now and see if we can get to a profitable point, where we have a 3 to 5 average ROAS with our lookalikes or with the cold testing, whatever it is, these specific ad sets that are making us money. And then from there, after we find that's good and it continues to make us money, then we'll start testing with some new products. And maybe, we'll scale them up. We'll make all the audiences and work on every single thing for these products, but they don't make us money. And then, it's whatever. We switch it up. We find new products. This is all a trial and error game. I have a list of products that I've found and that are possible winners, but the ones that are true winners, I'm not going to put here on this stream because all you guys are going to take it. But honestly, I don't believe in true competition when it comes to this because e-commerce, there's so many people in the world, so many people that buy stuff. I feel like there's no limit, except for with influencers. That's where it gets rough because people can copy it and saturate it super fast. But with Facebook ads, it's a lot different. Yeah, these products aren't the best products in the world, but they could make us some money. That's what it's all a testing game. What are lookalikes? We're going to go over that. Do you have any method to know which interest successful ads are targeting? I don't know exactly what you mean by that. I would like to ask whether the visitors from YouTube or the stream mess up the pixel. I wouldn't say they mess it up, but it affects it in not a positive way. Is it realistic to go into dropshipping expecting 5K per day? It takes time. This store will get to $5,000 a day easy. I'm talking like it's super simple, but it's not. Everything takes time. Most of the time I focus on specific things that I'm good at and then outsource the Facebook ads to Noah and Dennis that I'm partnered with them. And then they're actually the ones that created the Facebook ad videos within my course. And yeah, the course is a lot more advanced and everything like that. You bought the course and haven't gotten to the Facebook group, I'll go in and check it out right after this stream and accept the people that have bought the course. Jet ski, I'm going to have to ban him from the stream. Can Shopify calculate your profit? Not necessarily. What we can do is we can test some influencers. If you guys want to do that, we can do that on the next stream while these retargeting ads run, and we'll go into running some influencer ads and seeing if they make money. So we can go through that. I'll show you how to set up the Instagram account. I'll show you how we're going to make ads because it's a lot different than Facebook ads. And also what I want to do is I want to break down our audiences on Facebook soon. Let me go out of this campaign just because the audiences haven't populated yet. But I want to break it down and see, look, are we making the most money on Instagram feed or Facebook feed? And then whichever one that is, we're going to create a separate campaign testing $5 a day per ad set, the same exact interest, but only to that specific platform that is doing the best. Can you stream longer today? I don't want to do them super long. You know, I like to keep it specific to the things that I feel like I need to show within the streams, and then we go over that within this. Any influencers in this series? You know, I try to stay away from influencers, but you know, we can test it out. If you guys want to see it, we can do it. Is it smart to target every country separate? No. Target worldwide, and then you, after time, you see which country is doing best by looking at the campaign breakdowns, and then you go from there. Your shop has been open for 2 months, and you get 134 visitors a day, but not a single sale yet. I would recommend, if you guys really like the most basic, simple way, I'm showing you guys within this whole live stream series the most basic, step-by-step ways to make some money with influencers. You know, I've had a lot of people that are, you know, being more patient with it, that have done some product research, like I showed you guys how to test them with Facebook, and they're profitable. You know, they're spending $5 a day per ad set, and they're making money. It's just about testing. Sorry, guys. Why stay away from influencers? In order to be really profitable with influencers, they need to have a really good product, a really good ad. There's a lot of variables. The same with Facebook. The thing is that, you know, I was an influencer on Instagram. You know, 3 million followers on the account, tons of accounts. You know, I've been on Instagram for 2.5 years. I'm tired of it. That's why I've been getting more into Facebook, other than anything. Anything you got planned later today? I don't understand. Um, these are I have to pick up the Maserati from the shop tonight because it broke again. Car sucks. I never thought I'd be saying the Maserati sucks, but it's so expensive, and it's just like always something happening to it. $5 ads good. $5 a day per ad set. Like Noah, if you guys really want to test it out, Noah, he went over all the Facebook ads throughout my course, and he's taught me a lot. You know, their agency has brought in over 7 figures this year with dropshipping, just e-commerce through Facebook ads. It's all been through, you know, a single campaign and one ad set per campaign a day. What happened to Gibby? Gibby's at home in North Carolina. Is this your only store open right now? Yeah, the only store open on this window right here. What if someone wants to buy 2 sleep aids with different colors? They would have to differentiate that by ordering the 2 different colors. The top countries to target are most likely, usually, United States, Canada, Puerto Rico. Surprisingly, you know, it's a smaller country, but it's not even really a separate country, but it's separate on Facebook ads. Those do really well. The UK, nothing specific. Honestly, it depends very much on the actual ads. But yeah, that's just some retargeting ads, some basic stuff I want to show you guys. We'll be going more to depth on some specific stuff. I might start doing these every other day instead of every single day, just because when we're doing every single thing today or every single day, then it gets a little bit repetitive. You know, this stuff needs to drag out a little bit. It needs to take a little bit of time to like marinate, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, if I try and rush it every single day and it's basically the same results, then we're not going to be profitable if we're trying to continue to scale and scale and scale nonstop. That's why I wanted to start the retargeting ads today, and then tomorrow, you know, I'll let everything run. I'll let all the good ads run, turn off all the bad ones, and then the next day we'll get into it. We'll be profitable. I'll be showing you guys everything, and then we'll, you know, move on from there. So appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you leave a like if you haven't already. I haven't decided yet if we're going to be doing it tomorrow or every other day. You know, I just don't want things to get repetitive for people to get a little bit upset by seeing the same exact thing every single day. But yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. This is just a basic retargeting, setting up the Facebook ads. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned something. I'll see you guys in the next one. We'll be going over a lot more stuff. I know you guys are enjoying the series, so make sure you leave a like if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.